My grandfather was a founder of this institution, the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute.
Civil rights is in my blood. Fighting for community, fighting for the underserved, fighting for the right of home ownership.
You know I said just.
Granddaddy was a civil rights leader. Went to Morehouse with Martin Luther King and served as the president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, the Alabama chapter. And because of the work that he was doing in the community, my grandfather's house had bombs thrown at it. We would wake up to crosses burning in the yard, and we had to get security. But my grandfather was a fighter.
Abra's late father, Anthony Barnes, was a crusader too, in real estate.
My father was the first African-American to be appointed to the Alabama Real Estate Commission.
He founded Barnes & Associates in 1989, once the largest Black-owned brokerage in Alabama.
He always said, operate off of integrity, never ride the line, always do right by people. My father passed in 2015, and I became the broker, and I decided to put things in place to help the business grow. So in 2017, we bought a building. We're not accepting any other offers from brokerage ABC. Barnes School of Real Estate is a full-service real estate school. We teach pre-license, post-license, and CE. In our homeownership classes, we do cover financial literacy, teaching people about their credit and budgeting. Let's get to it.
Miss Abra helped me to come off of Section 8 to owning my own properties and now renting them.
Homeownership for all is her mission, and it led to being appointed to the Housing Authority, Birmingham District.
Abra's professional background and what she does on a daily basis makes sense to complement our Housing Authority Board that serves over 20,000 plus families throughout our community. She's been intentional, she's been purposeful, and she's been aggressive in saying, I am going to show people how to actually be homeowners.
Fully aware that affordable housing opportunities are limited in Birmingham, Abra became involved in Woodlawn United, the revitalization of her childhood neighborhood, following the purpose-built communities model.
So we've been working to eliminate generational poverty within this community. We're the ones thinking about mixed income housing, education, and then most importantly, community wellness, walkable streets, safety, access to amenities. We want to make sure that economic development is happening within our neighborhood and making sure that there's not displacement, so people can actually build generational wealth through home ownership.
We are still moving on the Bessemer project.
What social justice and racial equity looks like today is home ownership. That's where freedom lies. And to see her champion that in her own way, carrying out the legacy of that name is pretty impactful, very powerful.
Abra's impact will live on in a legacy project, a documentary film on the history of housing discrimination and segregation in Birmingham.
The documentary was a great way for us to be able to really give affirmation to an experience that somebody may have heard about, but also give them the tangible steps to make sure that they don't go through those steps themselves.
I want the world to know that things are looking good in Birmingham. I am just so thankful and grateful to NAR for thinking of little old Abra from Birmingham, Alabama. It tells me that my work is not in vain.